2021 Hall High School football. The Red Devils are brought to you in part by Country Financial, Crane Schaefer, Eureka Savings Bank, Illinois Valley Credit Union, McDonald's of Spring Valley, North Central Bank, Spring Valley City Bank, Spring Valley Ford, St. Margaret's Health, your local Subway restaurant, and Town & Country Services. Listen to the Red Devils all season on 99.3 WAJK. Stream with our free mobile app through 993WAJK.com or by asking your smart speaker to play 99.3 WAJK. And make sure you check the live sports schedule at starvedrock.media for select game videocasts. 1, 2, 3. Now, all Red Devil football on 99.3 WAJK.
Good evening, Mike Berry and Mike Filippini from Richard Nesty Stadium at Hall High School, where the Hall Red Devils hosting the Princeton Tigers for the second week of the fall football season. And we're happy to be here tonight. And we've got a scoreboard, Mike. We've got Nick Hank with the stats. We're all set.
Well, hey, Nick Hank, the biggest addition of this broadcast in 10 years. So
now you can relax. You provided like 5 stats last week. Nick's going to provide a lot more today. But we're excited for our high school football here on 99.3 WAJK. The Princeton Tigers, a bit of a different type of team coming in here tonight. They state-ranked number 1 coming in last week, won big last week, and they're just a juggernaut.
I mean, this is a huge test for Hall here. Princeton, it's too bad because of COVID, for Princeton fans and the Princeton kids. This is a team that could win 5 games in November easily.
Yep.
They have everything. They have a Division I running back. They've got a couple other kids that are going to smaller colleges. Some of their linemen. They can pass the ball. They can run the ball. They can pretty much do it all. So this is a real deal 3A football team here, and it'll be a tough task for Hall tonight.
Yeah, very unfortunate for the Princeton Tigers for this season. They have no playoffs, as you mentioned, because they would be the team to beat in 3A this season. We're going to take a quick time out here and come back with the Eureka Savings Coach's interview. Coach's interview for this high school football season is brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank. Since 1885, Eureka Savings Bank has been proud to be part of this community, helping people just like you. Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Mrs. Smith, where should I put these shirts that just came in? These jeans are great. Our customers will love them. Send me 3 pair of each size to start.
And in the blink of an eye, you go from unpacking shirts
Don't worry, Mrs. Smith. I'll remember everything you taught me and we'll run the store just like you did.
to owning the store. Life is full of Eureka moments. At Eureka Savings Bank, we help you make the most of them every day. Have your own Eureka moment. Go to eurekasavings.com or call or stop by the nearest branch today. Eureka Savings Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The Hall Red Devil pregame show on 99.3 WAJK continues now with our pregame interview brought to you by Eureka Savings Bank. Joining us once again is Hall Red Devil football coach Nick Carini. And Nick, let's start out with taking a look back at the season opener, last week's game against St. Bede. You guys, of course, got out to a lead, ended up falling in that game. As a coaching staff, what did you guys take away from that defeat and watching the film and as far as moving forward from that game?
We left some plays on the field that we wish we could have got back. Turnovers, some penalties in some key situations. Some of that was just, partly we need to do better as a team, and some of that was on the coaching staff. You're not getting necessarily the right people in the right places. We did find as a team, though, we need to, from a coaching staff, get more, numbers prepared for the game as well. Being shorthanded with the number of kids on the team to begin with, and having a couple key injuries go out, we need to be more prepared for situations like that. So I think we have a better game plan this week.
And how has practice been this week, Coach? Obviously, the off season was just one that nobody's experienced before, and then boom, you have to get so many practices in before week one. Is there a little more settling in this week? It's still not going to be a usual season, quote unquote, but how have the practices been this week? A little less chaotic, I guess, than leading up to the opener?
I would say less chaotic in some ways, but more chaotic in others. The weather didn't help this week, so it's hard to have a couple nice days and then get out and practice in cold and rain. But it's part of the game, so we're out there. So we don't always get the best focus on those days. But I think we had a better week on understanding the game. Like I said, when we got some younger guys that are having to step up in some key roles. So it was a little bit more understanding for them this week that, hey, I really need to be involved in these situations and, ready to step up when they're asked to. So it was a good practice week, but we had a lot to work on too.
Of course, tonight's opponent is a tall task. It's a Princeton Tigers team that made a big run the last time the playoffs were held. They have, Division I running back, and they got a huge win over perennial power Lena Winslow. And throw onto the fact, Coach, it's a rivalry matchup. Talk about what the game plan will be for the Red Devils going against Princeton.
Obviously, we know this is one of the better teams that Princeton's probably ever had, and there's a lot of athletes on that team. But we don't go into it saying, hey, we need to attack this or attack that. We need to play our game. We need to do the things that we practice for. We need to get our players in the right situation for what their responsibilities are. So, we know this is a huge task this week, but we're going to play our football, and if we can clean up some of the mistakes we made last week and work on a few gaps that we had in roles, we're going to make it worth our while to be on that field.
Of course, it's always exciting to have a home field, a home opener at the friendly confines of Hall High School, and also you'll be back under the lights. I know this year's schedule is kind of all over the place with some Saturday afternoon games, but talk about that first game, Friday night lights, to be back in the traditional Friday night atmosphere.
I think we're all excited. It's nice to have that opener last week, and it was nice and close at least, but there's nothing like quite having your first home game, especially for these seniors. I mean, this is their last chance to be in front of our home crowd and have some fans there this week, so I think everybody's excited.
Coach, any tinkering with the lineup or positioning this week from week 1 to week 2?
Yeah, other than filling a couple roles with a couple injuries, not much different. We're trying to stick with pretty much our plan of attack for the season. So.
And final thing for you, Coach, is there any players that were injured in week 1 that we won't see tonight, or how are the Red Devils on the injury front?
So we did have a couple key injuries last week. Jack Savage and both Caleb Savage won't be playing this week due to injury. So those were a couple key guys that we were anticipating for the season, but hoping the best for both of them. Caleb will probably be back here in a week or two. Jack may be for the rest of the season, but those guys were a huge impact to the game even when they were in. So we're going to miss them, but again, this is kind of that next man up situation. We don't have a huge supporting role or supporting task, but we do have some younger guys that are stepping up to the task this week.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing the next man up, as you said, Coach, and go get those Tigers, and best of luck.
I appreciate it.
Spring Valley City Bank understands technology has its place. That's why they offer the convenience of mobile banking, including mobile check deposit. But Spring Valley City Bank also knows there are some things technology will never replace, namely the friendly faces of your friends and neighbors. If you're looking for a new bank with old school values, look to Spring Valley City Bank in Spring Valley, and now on Marquette Road in Peru, too.
Do business with your friends and neighbors. Spring Valley City Bank.
Just like in sports, the key to getting the right vehicle starts and ends with a good team effort. At Spring Valley Ford, we pride ourselves on being a small, hometown dealer with customer service as our #1 goal. Whether you need a new or used car, truck, or SUV, the Spring Valley Ford team puts you first. Check us out at springvalleyford.com, or better yet, stop by and meet the winning team at Spring Valley Ford. We're at Route 6 and 89 North. Good luck to the Hall Red Devils from everyone at Spring Valley Ford.
Playing your favorite songs and keeping you connected to the community. This is 99.3 WAJK LaSalle, today's best music.
Mike Berry and Mike Filippini back at Richard Nesty Stadium. We're just a few minutes away from starting this one here, week 2 of the high school football season. Of course, the Red Devils lost last week to the St. Bede Bruins 27-6. They got on the scoreboard early, but then struggled down the stretch there, Mike, and looking to rebound this week, but it's, as we mentioned, it's going to be really tough, which kind of leads us into today's keys of the game, brought to you by the winning team at Spring Valley Ford. Whether new or used, Spring Valley Ford has the keys to your next vehicle on Route 89 in Spring Valley. Check them out today. So the keys to tonight's game, if you're the Red Devils.
Keep the ball away from Princeton somehow. I mean,
Right,
if you remember last year, the two games, the first game Hall played, they tried to go toe-to-toe with Princeton. And, you know, it was ugly. It was, you know, it was a running clock.
Right.
Fact. The second game, that playoff game that was here, I mean, it played much closer to the rest. It was a little over.
It was close.
Touchdown game.
Yeah,
it was
the entire game.
All the way into the fourth quarter.
Right.
I believe it was a one possession score, but Hall's got to try and keep the ball away from Princeton. Control the clock. You know, you got a 25-second play clock. You know,
use it.
You got to use as much of that as you possibly can, and try and frustrate Princeton. You know, they obviously, I mean, they know they're good. It's no secret. So the less time they have the ball in their hands, the more they're going to get frustrated. You know, if it was a basketball game, you do the old four corner stall.
Right.
If that was possible.
Try to keep it low scoring game.
But yeah, you don't want to get in a shootout with Princeton because they have way too many weapons. But if you can control the clock, limit your turnovers or not have any turnovers, you're going to have a chance to stay in the game.
It's not that Hall doesn't want a big play here on offense to score quickly like they did last week, but it's just going to be much tougher to do that this week. But good point for the Spring Valley Ford keys to the game. Kickoff's about to start, and tonight's opening kickoff is presented by your Country Financial rep, Crane Schaefer. Kickstart your financial health. Their team is ready to talk to you today about your tomorrow. Call Crane Schaefer, your Spring Valley Country Financial rep, soon. And before the kickoff, we'll have the North Central Bank coin toss. Today's coin toss is brought to you by North Central Bank in Ladd and Hennepin. You won't get tossed upside down with a mortgage from North Central Bank. And it's a little hazy tonight. Not the sunny day that we had last Saturday, but a little sprinkle in the air as well. A cooler night tonight. Feels like a early October contest on a Friday night.
It feels like about the third softball game of the year where you're frozen solid. And you're trying to hit a softball or a baseball with a bat, so it's about 40 degrees and chilly out. But that'll be perfect for this game. Slow down the Princeton Tigers a little bit.
Football weather here at Richard Nesty Stadium. Again, Nick Hank is with us tonight and doing all the stats. The whole crew is back up here. I saw Doug Colmoni and Mike Morris a little bit earlier running the scoreboard and the PA announcer. So good to see everybody back at the stadium. Of course, much smaller crowd than what we're used to seeing here at Richard Nesty Stadium, of course, with COVID, letting just a couple fans, and I think just a few.
There's actually a lot more people that are allowed to be in. It seems like every week they change
the rules.
The restrictions. Now I think it's even more people can come. I know students can come. But I see a lot of people from the public that aren't parents.
And I see some maybe some Princeton attire out there as well, which I don't know if they've loosened those restrictions as well, but they're here, some of them. But we're just a couple minutes away from football kickoff here on 99.3 WAJK. The Hall Red Devils hosting the Princeton Tigers right here on 99.3 WAJK.
For first responders and frontline workers, communication isn't a luxury. It's a lifesaver. Hi, I'm Brad Spelich, and that's why FirstNet, built with AT&T, was created.
Still echoing?
Mission is to make communications faster, safer, and more collaborative for first responders and other public safety personnel. FirstNet helps first responders and frontline workers
maybe we'll try with
they get access
the pots
to priority and preemption capabilities. This means they connect to the network first. In emergency situations, first responders move to the front of the line to access critical bandwidth they need to send and receive voice, data, video, images, and text. During an emergency, more info about FirstNet at your local AT&T store or FirstNet.com.
Need some color in your life? Get pink. Green Day, and Red Devil football on 99.3 WAJK.
Mike and Mike back here at Richard Nesty Stadium, and we are about set for the national anthem here. Teams are going to the sideline, and we'll be just a couple minutes now from kickoff here on 99.3 WAJK. Some other games in the area. Of course, tomorrow, LP is playing their first game on the new field at Howard Fellows Stadium, the new turf. That can be heard on 103.9 and 1220 AM WLPO. Jeremy Aiken on the call for that one. Other games tonight, though: Monmouth Roseville at St. Bede, Mendota at North Boone, Stark County at Marquette, Peatone at Streeter, Seneca at Clifton Central, and there's a boys soccer match tonight, Mendota at Earlville, just in case you're interested in that. But Mike will be giving scores on the Subway scoreboard update throughout the game. Those will be given to him. He'll get a lot of scores on his own, but John Small back at the WAJK studios will be feeding us some scores as well. And Red Devil.
Looks like Hall's going to receive.
They're going to receive. All right. And the Hall Red Devils lining up on the left side of your radio. Of course, you can watch the game and listen to us at the same time, a double dose, on Starve Rock Media, the YouTube channel for Starve Rock Media, WLPO, WAJK, and the Wolf 96.5. As the Red Devils will receive this one. Princeton will be kicking right to left. Princeton still on the sideline. This looks like Dominic Guarini, one of the deep men for the Red Devils, along with Mac Rusetich. Mac, a nice game. He was our player of the game last week.
I would imagine Mac would be a big focus for the Princeton Tiger defense tonight.
And kicking right to left for the Princeton Tigers. A name we're familiar with from last year, Jamie Reinhardt for the Tigers. And we are about set. Here, week 2 of the high school football season. 1-0 Princeton, 0-1 Hall Red Devils. Here's the kick. Pooch kick. Caught at the 45-yard line, and the Red Devils will have pretty good field position. Connor Craig, one of the front men on the line, caught that ball in midair, and Red Devils going to start with good field position.
And that was a definite pooch kick. I mean, that was definitely an onside kick there. Reinhardt tried to pop the ball up. Nice job by Connor Craig to field it, catch it in the air, and not let it hit the ground.
Right. The oblong football, once it hits the ground, you have no idea where it's going to go. First and 10 Red Devils from their own 46-yard line. Gabe Lucas, the quarterback, junior quarterback, under center. Wing T formation. Mac Rusetich in motion. Fumbles the snap a little bit. Hands the ball off to Rusetich. Rusetich trying to get it back to the line of scrimmage and is just able to. There'll be 2nd and 10 coming up.
And just as we talked about, the Mac Rusetich goes in that deep motion, Princeton automatically keying on Mac on that play, thinking he's going to get the ball.
And without, you heard it in the pregame interview with Coach Nick Carini and Jeremy Aiken, that the Savage brothers out for this game, and they were a big part of this offense. Second down and 10, Red Devils. Actually, second 11 on the scoreboard. Lucas under center, calling out the plays. Hands the ball off. This is to Carini. Gets across the line of scrimmage to the 47-yard line of the Red Devils. Gain of 2 will bring up third down and 9.
And you can see the Princeton defense right now. They have 10 guys within 4 yards of the ball. They know Hall is a running team, and that is going to be really tough to run. Tough to run inside the tackles or outside the tackles when you got 10 guys that are that bunched up.
Right. Third down and 8. Passing situation early on here for the Red Devils. Let's see what they do. Just a minute 15 gone by here in the first quarter. Red Devils on their opening drive. Handoff goes to Rusetich. He tries to get to the outside. One man to beat. He gets past him. It's going to be really close to a first down. I think he has it.
And that's a play right there that Hall had a lot of success with last week. Get Mac on a speed sweep to the outside. That's what Mac is great at, using his ability there. And it doesn't take much. It didn't look like there was much there, but Mac made one little juke move, was able to pick up the first down.
Powered his way, used his speed and then his power to get past the one tackler there that was stopping him from that first down. And it continues this drive. First and 10 Red Devils from the Princeton 43-yard line. Wing T formation. Hands the ball off. This one is to Schrader. Schrader has some nice yardage on the left side of the line. Out across the 40-yard line all the way down to about the 38.
And you don't often see teams run plays in with their fullbacks, but the current situation with Hall's backfield with both Caleb and Jack Savage out, they are literally switching Donovan Cotton, number 2, and Joe Schrader, number 30. They are the actual guys that are running the plays.
We'll be hearing their names a lot more this week than we did last week. Second down and 4 after the 6-yard run from Schrader. Handoff goes to Garina. Garina hit in the backfield and taken down for a loss. Near the original line of scrimmage, a loss of about 5 yards. Will bring up another third and long situation now for the Red Devils. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Really nice play by the Princeton's linebacker, number 14, Drew Harp. Read that all the way, came from the backside, unblocked, and stopped that play before it even started.
Right. Almost there for the handoff. 3rd down and 8, 9:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Just underway. Red Devils on their opening drive. Picked up 1 first down, operating from the Princeton 41-yard line. Gabe Lucas. Back to pass. Scrambles to his right, throws it, has a man complete. And it's close to a first down. It's going to be a little bit short. But could be 4th down territory here, Mike.
A nice little bootleg pass by Gabe Lucas there. Threw a nice ball. Denzel Sobel caught it, and that puts you in. It was probably go for it territory anyway.
Sure.
But now it's definitely go for it.
4th and 1. So a nice job picking up 7 yards on that pass completion. Nice crisp pass, and you said a nice developing play. 4th and 1 for the Red Devils. Big play coming up here as we said, one of our keys to the game, to keep the ball out of Princeton's hands. They need 1 yard to continue this drive. Lucas hands the ball off to the first man through, and that's not going to get it done. As the whole Princeton line overpowered the Hall line.
Actually got a good spot on this side, but not a good enough spot to get the first down. Hall needed a whole yard there, and probably picked up about a half a yard.
So Princeton will take over on downs. Not a bad first drive for the Red Devils. They picked up 1 first down and almost a second. Moving the ball down the field. So some positive things there. Princeton will have it 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
It's not often at this level of 3A in football that you're going to see a Division I running back.
Right.
Rondé Worrell's number 28 going to Northern Illinois University. He is a Division I running back.
And not just a Division I school, but a pretty good one in Northern Illinois. He's going to get the first handoff up to the right side, still on his feet, fighting for yardage. He's going to be close to a first down, a gain of at least 9 for Rondé Worrells.
And like we talked about, when you play 3A football, you might see if you get deep into the playoffs in one division. Like Orion a couple, 2-3 years ago had Logan Lee.
Yep.
Went on to play Iowa. You don't really see it.
Not the small schools. Handoff again. Worrells again. Big hole on the left side. Out to the 40-yard line of the Red Devils. Another first down.
Princeton going, hurry up, offense.
Worrells in the backfield. Actually, it looks like he's out of the game for right now. Long snap count by Tyler Gibson, the quarterback. Gibson still under center. Handoff on the left side. Taken down across the 41. That was Cale Davis. His first carry of the game.
And the good news is with Princeton going hurry up, you don't have to really listen to me talk too much in between plays.
That's better than me. Better than me talking. We go. Pass into the flats is complete to Tegan Davis, the sophomore. He's taken down, and more positive yards for the Princeton Tigers out to the 25-yard line of the Red Devils, eating up field quickly here.
And the Davis brothers are just great athletes. They're great basketball players, really good football players too.
Mike Morris and I were keyed in on Tegan Davis throwing the football in the pregame, and he's got quite an arm. Not playing quarterback today, but handoff this time to Augie Christensen. And Christensen on the right side finds a little bit of, not much at all. Taken down at the 25-yard line for no gain, so good job by the Hall defense. Second down and 10 coming up.
Good play by Raylan Kerper. That knife through the inside of the line, caught him for no gain in the backfield.
Christensen in the backfield once again, lined up beside the quarterback. And here going to pass. Gibson throws it downfield. It's complete. Untouched into the end zone. Tegan Davis.
And that's the same pattern that St. Bede beat Hall on.
Right.
Just a little post corner. Hall's playing man-to-man, and if you're going to play that far off, it's really hard to play man-to-man if you're going to be 10 yards off the ball. They just ran an inside-out pattern. Easy catch and throw for Princeton.
A well-balanced drive for the Princeton Tigers between on the ground and in the air. And on to kick the extra point, Jamie Reinhardt waiting the snap. There it is. Kick is up. And it is no good. Wide left. So 6-0 Princeton Tigers on their opening drive. Made it look pretty easy.
And the thing about Princeton, too, to show you how good they are, Worrells looked like he maybe twisted his ankle, kind of got his ankle caught underneath him on that long run he had. He goes out, you throw a 30, 40-yard touchdown pass, to just another one of your other weapons. So that's the difference, where Hall, they've got some good skill position players, but no depth, for an injury. Princeton loses arguably their best player, probably best player in the area. They have no problem. They just go right down the field.
Start throwing the ball, and Tegan Davis has a couple catches on that drive.
And the player on Princeton that impressed me the most last year was their quarterback, Tyler Gibson. He had just two really good games. He really had a great game in the playoff game here.
And I remember his quickness as well. I mean, the decision making and the arm. He has a total package. So 6-0 Princeton Tigers. Kicking right to left again on the radio. And if you're watching on Star of Rock Media, you don't need me to say that. You can see it. Here's a kick, end over end, taken by Guarini inside the 10-yard line. He's going to cut it back outside, across the 20, down to near the 30-yard line before he's tackled out of bounds. And the Red Devils will start their second drive of the game.
Looking like, I can't tell if that's Worrells. It looks like Worrells is back on the field.
He is. Yep, I see him out there.
Their numbers are. It always seems like it's either our eyes or the visiting numbers we can never read.
I think it's got maybe a lot to do with our eyes.
I did buy cheaters this year, but it wouldn't work for this.
It wouldn't work for this. I'm due for an eye exam. Gabe Lucas under center. Has the ball. Little dump pass. No, he's going to keep it himself and run it out to the 35-yard line and out of bounds near the 37. A nice decision by Gabe.
I can tell you right now, that was a busted play. So either Gabe turned the wrong way or the running back ran the wrong hole. And Gabe, really nice job using his athletic ability. He picked up
7 yards.
7 yards.
Yeah. So took a disaster and turned it into something. Second down and 3 for the Red Devils. Trailing this one 6-0. Princeton scored on their opening drive. Hall got first down and 9 extra yards. Lucas under center. Wing T. Hands the ball off to Resetich. Resetich loses his footing and still was able to pick up a yard. Out near the 39 is where they're going to mark it. Just a yard shy of the first. 3rd down and 1 coming up.
Yeah, and that's, again, it'll put you in a position where if you're Coach Guarini, you got 2 plays. I mean, you would think even if they didn't get it here, they'd probably go for it being that close.
Right.
One thing that Hall has struggled with this year is running the ball at the middle. So you almost got to think that this ball probably is going to go off tackle.
I was just thinking that as well. That we don't want to see what they ran on 4th and short the series before this. 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. 6-0 Tigers. Guarini goes in motion. Handoff. They go up the middle again, and they lose yardage this time, Mike. All the way back to the 36-yard line. Tried to stuff it up the middle with Christensen, and he's met by a lot of white and blue.
It almost looked like they were going to try and draw him offside. That's what I thought they were going to do. Gabe kind of went to a long count there. Princeton didn't jump, and now you're going to have to force a punt here for Hall.
Actually, didn't mark it back as far as I thought. So yeah, 4th and 2, but they are going to punt. Donovan Cotton on to kick here. He's lined up at his 25-yard line. High snap, almost blocked, and Donovan gets knocked down as he releases the ball off his foot. Princeton's going to take it at the 37-yard line, where they'll start their next drive.
There's a little bit of contact back there on the punt, but not enough to draw a flag from the officials. Hall coaching staff wanted a penalty there, but didn't get it.
It is senior night tonight, and players for the cheerleading staff and other sports and football announced before the game with their loved ones out on the field. 1st and 10, Princeton Tigers. Gibson hands the ball off the right side and out to the 45-yard line. That is Augie Christensen. Gain of about 7 or 8 yards.
They're right now Princeton keeping Worrells on the sideline, playing them on defense only, not playing them on offense. Number 14, Drew Harp is now the fullback.
Drew Harp, a junior for the Tigers. He's in there along with Christensen. Little jump, but all able to get back. Gibson hands the ball off to Christensen. Christensen has the first down mark and more across midfield into Hall territory to the 49 of the Red Devils.
And just as we say that, Worrells comes back into the game.
There he is.
It's usually the kiss of death whenever we say somebody's on the sideline.
A glimpse of hope. Worrells in the backfield. Gibson hands the ball off to Christensen. And actually, that's Drew Harp. Harp out to the 45-yard line, a modest gain of about 2 or 3. Will bring up 2nd down and 7. Princeton quickly back up to the line, fakes the handoff. And there's a pass. It's complete for a first down. Out to the 30-yard line, the big fullback, Caleb Herring. Tough guy to take down. Out across the 30-yard line, all the way to the Hall 29.
And you can see what Princeton's trying to do there. They're just trying to get as many plays as possible. They are going full hurry-up offense.
Gain of 17 on that pass completion to Herring. Gibson under center. Worrells And Harp in the backfield. Handoff goes to Worrells. Worrells with some room on the left side, fighting through traffic. Out to about the 17-yard line, a gain of about 11 or 12 more, and another first down for the Tigers. And they're ready to go again, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say, at this pace, the only thing slowing them down is the sub from Worrells to the backup running back coming in and out.
Looks like Christensen coming in. And they'll wait for him to get set. Harp and Christensen in the backfield. Handoff. No, fake handoff. Gibson looking downfield. He's going to keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. Still down the sideline. Breaks another tackle. Spin move and into the end zone. An incredible run for the quarterback Gibson at 18 yards out.
And we talked about that, about Tyler Gibson's athletic ability there. Just showed it. He had guys open, decided just to run the ball. Not only did he make a good decision to run it, he made a great spin move there to score.
Right. So 12-0 now, Princeton Tigers. The extra point attempt coming up. It looks like they're going to go for two to extend this lead to 14. Gibson under center. Christensen in the backfield. Handoff goes to him. Trying to find some room on the left side. He gets in for the two-point conversion. 14-0 Princeton Tigers. 2:40 left to go here in the first quarter.
I mean, and if you're Princeton, that's exactly what you want to do. You're number 1, number 2 ranked team in the state, depending on which polls you read. And they've come out and made a statement early. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and not a lot of let up in sight right now.
No, a lot of well-orchestrated offense, Princeton Tigers. It takes a lot of coordination to just run play after play after play without any, the substitutions, everything is pretty crisp. So 14-0 after the 2-point conversion, and the 18-yard touchdown run by quarterback Tyler Gibson, the senior. And Hall will get the ball for the third time tonight.
And this is like, if Hall wants to stay in the game, this is where they got to do something on special teams here. Mac or I can't tell his background, Don Green, somebody's got to pop one and make something happen on a kickoff return.
Reinhardt on to kick for the Princeton Tigers. Here he goes. End over end kick. And Mac Rusetich is going to field it at the 10-yard line. All quickly to the 20. Taken down across the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Mac got it and took off quickly, but good coverage by Princeton.
I was going to say, that's the right guy you want fielding that ball if you're Hall, but just nowhere to go for Mac.
So Hall will start it 1st and 10 from their own 27. As mentioned, we will be passing along some other football games going on in the area today, or tonight. We'll be passing those along in the Subway scoreboard update later on here when we have some scores to update you on. Gabe Lucas under center for the Red Devils. Fakes the handoff, looking downfield, now steps up in the pocket and chased down, short tackled. And a nice play by the defense for the Princeton Tigers. Looks like it was Pierce Miller, perhaps?
Not much time there for Gabe Lucas. That's the same bootleg pass they threw, that nice completion to Denzel Sobin on the second drive. Gabe bootlegged back there. By the time he got back there and even attempted to get his feet set, there was 3 Princeton Tigers in the backfield.
And really just a really nice tackle, too. It was a short tackle. Arm was stretched out about as far as it could go to bring down Lucas. 2-yard loss, 2nd down and 12 for the Red Devils, now from their own 25-yard line. Pitch goes to, looks like it was Rusetich, and he's tackled for a loss as well. Princeton all over that.
And that's the problem that Hall's going to have there. They're not a great passing team. Try to surprise Princeton on the first down there and throw and get sacked, and then that play you lose another probably 6-7 yards. Now you put yourself really in a hole. It's an obvious passing down. Princeton can just kind of rear back and go now.
3rd down and 17 for the Red Devils. Back to their own 20-yard line. Far side of the field now. Lucas. Wing T formation for the Red Devils. Looks to Rusetich. Now he's going to pass. Has to step in the pocket. Gets away from traffic. Now he's going to tuck it. And has nowhere to go. Out across the 20. Actually lost a yard. Looks like he got to the 19. So 4th down and 18 to go.
And Gabe's making the right decision.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even being able to set his feet back there, and there's already people back there. He made a nice maneuver to get outside there. Just couldn't. I mean, couldn't get away from 3 Princeton Tigers.
Yeah, he did a good job getting away from traffic, but there was oncoming traffic from the other lane. Donovan's kick goes to the 40-yard line and taken down at the 35 of the Red Devils is Tegan Davis, who scored 1 touchdown already tonight.
And that's the problem for Hall too. You know, you get not a great kickoff return. You get 3 negative plays yardage-wise. Really put your punter in a tough situation. Now Princeton's got the ball on the 35 yards.
The first drive for the Red Devils where they were dominated on offense. They did look okay in the first 2 drives, but this Princeton team, not just a powerhouse on offense, but they've got a great defense as well. 14-0 Princeton Tigers, 1st and 10 for them from the Hall 35-yard line. Their 3rd drive of the game about to begin. Tyler Gibson out of the shotgun this time. Christensen in motion, back to throw into the flats. Christensen has it complete. 40, cross line of scrimmage and down to the sideline. Going to be close to a 1st down, but may be a little short.
Hall had some confusion on that side too, just where the play went. They're having trouble figuring out who's going to guard the slot guy, and they had nobody assigned to the back out of the backfield.
Worrell's back into the game, will be the lone setback for the Tigers. He's going to line up beside Gibson at the shotgun. 2 receivers set up on the left side. Gibson rolls to his left, looking downfield, throws it towards the end zone, has a man open, and a great catch. I believe it was Tegan Davis again.
It was.
Same play.
It's that same, I mean, you can call it a corner route, you can call it a post corner route. It's the inside receiver running towards the goalpost, cutting it back to the corner of the end zone. Tyler Gibson kind of overthrew him. Tegan Davis made a great play on that.
Very impressed with him so far. 2nd touchdown catch of the game for Tegan Davis. Extra point coming up from Reinhardt. There's the kick. This one's up. And he pooched it in. 21-0 now the score for the Princeton Tigers.
And like we talked about before, that's a tough play to cover man. You know, you always want to see Hall in that formation, possibly go to a zone. Because Davis is not on the line of scrimmage, so you can't slow him down. If your defender is 8 to 10 yards off the ball, it's really tough to, it's really tough to that's a pattern that's almost impossible to cover.
That slanting route
back there, and Princeton's going to keep running it, until Hall kind of adjusts.
It's the end of 1 quarter of play. We come to the end of 1st quarter. It's 21-0 Princeton Tigers here on 99.3 WAJK.
Fuel your day with one of Subway's new protein bowls. It's your go-to footlong, but in a bowl. Build any of your favorite footlongs into a bowl with the same protein of meat, fresh veggies, cheese, and sauce, just without the bread. Trade chicken bacon ranch, meatball marinara, or steak and cheese. Add your favorite fresh veggies to the mix, and it all adds up into a packed protein bowl. Double up on the protein for only $2 more. Get it all at your local Subway in Spring Valley, Peru, LaSalle, Oglesby, Ottawa, or Marseilles.
Country Financial's more than just an office you pass as you drive through town. They're part of your community and help support programs that help neighborhoods thrive. They take the time to get to know their customers and understand that every situation's unique. Their goal is to understand yours so you can feel confident about your financial security and future. Call your local Country Financial representative, Crane Schaefer, at 664-4145 to find out how they can help ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own, no matter what it looks like.
Imagine Dragons, the Chainsmokers, and the Hall Red Devils all team up on 99.3 WAJK.
Mike Berry, Mike Filippini back here at Richard Nessie Stadium. The Hall Red Devils taking on the Princeton Tigers, and it was all Princeton Tigers in the 1st quarter.
And the thing I was just going to bring up, the fact, I think we missed the mass timeout. And I think they're taking it right now.
Oh, yeah, you're supposed to take that every quarter, aren't you?
Before so it's an extra long second. Start to the second quarter.
It's a minute 30 timeout every quarter to
catch your breath.
Catch your breath, yes. And then for us to keep talking, we don't get to catch our breath.
And we don't have much to say in a 21-0 game.
No, not right now. Looking for something positive here, and Red Devil fans looking for that as well.
If it's going to happen, Mac or Dom back there, somebody's going to make a big play on a special team to kind of change the momentum.
Reinhardt on to kick left to right on your radio dial. Deep kick. Going to be taken by Rossetich. Rossetich trying to find some room on the right side. A better return this time across the 30 down to the 33-yard line, and shoe tackle saved a lot more yards.
I'll tell you what, that was one tackle away from Mac getting a huge gain and possibly taking it all the way. You could tell Mac right there jumped in front of Don Carini. He wanted that ball, and you can tell by the way he ran it that he really wanted that ball.
It's like Luis Robert taken out in front of Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox.
Don't mention Eloy Jimenez around Nick. He's
sore about that?
He's still down in the dumps.
The way I look at it, it improves Robert's chances of not getting hurt in the outfield this year without Eloy. That was a collision waiting to happen. Back to action here, 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. And the loose ball, Hall still has it. A little misexchange on the snap.
Yeah, that was just a fumbled snap. Never even got to the play between Rylan Kerper and Gabe Lucas there. Never got the ball fully. And good job by Gabe to jump on it, or that would have been a big disaster.
So just a 1-yard loss on the missed snap.
But again, the last 3 plays for Hall have gone backwards. Last 4 plays for Hall.
That's right. You're right.
Last 3 in that possession, and now this one. When you're not a passing team, you can't make those mistakes to put yourself in a hole.
2nd down and 12 for the Red Devils from their own 32-yard line to start of the second quarter. Gabe Lucas under center. Takes the handoff, now gives to Rossetich. Rossetich, not a whole lot of room there on the outside as he's taken down for maybe a loss of another one, down to the 31-yard line. 3rd down and 12 coming up now for the Red Devils.
That was the old school, we used to call that when Nick Hank and I used to run it. Not as good as Mac ran it, but that was a scissors reverse play. And that's a long play to set up with 2 fakes. And by the time Mac got the ball, Princeton had, unfortunately, a host of Tigers there.
Just for clarification, you guys ran it as coaches or you ran it as players?
We ran it as players.
Oh, okay.
Not very good. Not very well.
3rd down and 14 coming up for the Red Devils after the 2-yard loss. Passing situation here from their own 30-yard line. Nope, it's going to be a pitch to Guarini, and that didn't work out very well. Princeton Tigers have been all over that. And
in the last, you hate to keep saying it, but the last 6 offensive plays have gone backwards.
Yes, they have. That's a fact.
Really putting your defense in a tough situation. You got to get a great punt or something happen. Maybe a fumble punt. You're so far back there now you can't even really fake it because it's 4th and 19.
Donovan Cotton, a lot of pressure on him here. He'll be punting from his own 12-yard line. 4th and 19 for the Red Devils. Princeton set to have good field position again, and this one he had to kick it quickly as that was nearly blocked. It's going to be go out of bounds at the 31-yard line of the Red Devils. Just a net of 6 yards on the punt.
And if he didn't kick it quick, it would have been blocked there.
Yep.
Princeton, you can see that Princeton saw something on the film. Hall's got kind of the snap is not quite.
That was a little high. Yep.
Yeah, it was quick back there. Princeton saw something on that film from last week in the St. Bede game. They're coming after every single punt.
Donovan Cotton just unlucky to get that one off. Princeton ball, 1st and 10 at the Hall 33-yard line, already leading 21-0. First drive of the second quarter, and Worrells out across the 25-yard line to the 24. Gain of about 9 yards on that carry.
And you can kind of see what Princeton is doing here with the Kickoff. They are trying to get this to a 40-point game. There's no doubt in anybody's mind here.
Right.
Hurry up offense. They're trying to get it. as fast as possible.
Harp and Worrells in the backfield. Handoff goes to Worrells, the deep man. He has the first down yardage, and more. Still going, breaks a couple tackles, and then finally taken down at about the 16-yard line. A gain of 8, needed just 1. First and 10, Princeton from the Hall 24.
And you know, we talked about last week too. The problem that you see with Hall, there's just not a lot of subs that come off the field.
No.
It's almost the same numbers that play offense that play defense. You know, you see Alec Vecchi, you see Rylan Kerper, you see Dom Guarini, Matt Brissett, Donovan Cotton. They seem like they play almost every play.
They don't get a break, and this is a game where, as a Hall player, you want a break. So Princeton will have it first and 10 from the Hall 16-yard line.
Now this is only a regular timeout here. I saw Hall call a timeout, not the mass timeout.
So first timeout called for the Hall Red Devils tonight.
I got a couple scores. If you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it.
To fill some time here. Amboy 13, Eastland Pearl City 8. Last score I got from the Streeter game was Piatone 42, Streeter 0, Rockridge 7, Morrison 0. And this is not a baseball score, but a baseball stat. Cam McDonald,
former Hall
good player for Illinois, hit his first home run tonight against Northwestern. Saw it on Twitter.
A lot of collegiate ties to Hall baseball out there. First and 10, Princeton from the Hall 16-yard line. 8:57 left to go in the first half. Princeton leading 21-0. Gibson drops the ball, and that'll be a momentum exchange there for the Red Devils. Second down and much longer now coming up for the Tigers.
And nothing there, but you know it is kind of misting, kind of rain, so probably a wet ball there, and Tyler just dropped it.
Second down and 16 coming up. Gibson hands the ball off to Christensen. Christensen breaking tackles, still on his feet, onto the 10-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but picked up a lot of those yards.
And when you lose 6 yards on a play, on your next play you gain 10 yards. That makes that fumble not even look so bad. He actually gained 12 yards. He gained 10.
Third down and 4 for Princeton. Ball resting on the Hall 10-yard line. Gibson under center. Christensen the ball carrier again. Excuse me, it's Harp. Harp on the right side. Gang tackled finally inside the 10 all the way down to the 6-yard line. Enough for a first down.
And the Harp kid, he's made a couple of really nice plays at linebacker. You can also see he's a really tough runner at the fullback position.
So Otto Fronsky with the tackle for the Red Devils. First and 10, actually first and goal now for the Princeton Tigers. Handoff goes to Worrells. Worrells gets in easily on the left side. 27-0.
Just a huge hole there. Princeton pulled both their backside guard and tackle on that play, and they just one kicked out, one led through the hole. You could see that. You could see that hole from up here. You could have drove up here, and that was a huge hole for Worrells there.
You or I could have probably got through there.
I could have.
On to kicks the extra point. Reinhardt. Kick is up, and this one is good. 28-0, Princeton Tigers. Not a whole lot gone wrong for them. One fumble that was recovered by them, and a missed extra point, which they negated with a 2-point conversion later on. So,
I mean, you see, this Princeton is every bit as good as the first or second ranked team in the state right now. I mean, they can throw the ball, they can run the ball. Their defense is very aggressive. I mean, Hall right now on this drive, they just got to get some positive yards. Try and get 2-3 first downs just to move field position here. They keep getting, Reinhardt's such a good kicker. He's kicking the ball so deep. It's pinning Hall back, and then when they're getting negative plays on offense, it makes it even worse. So if Hall could just get some, 2 first downs, just to kind of get them out of the hole.
And the confidence of Princeton. Most teams would be kicking away from Mac Rosetich, and they really don't seem to care. They're just going to kick it deep, and they're going to get down there as quickly as they can and stop you from getting anywhere. 7:56 left on the clock here in the first half. Princeton Tigers, 4 drives, 4 touchdowns, 28-0 lead over the Hall Red Devils. Princeton Tigers in the white jerseys, white helmets with blue stripes like a tiger. End over end kick. Kick deep. It's going to take a Princeton stop at the 3-yard line. Guarini picks it up. Has a hole up the middle. Down the sideline now. And near midfield, taken down at the 44-yard line. And a great job by Guarini.
There's one of those positive plays we were talking about. You know, having Dom or Mac make something happen on a kickoff return. Nice play by Dom Guarini. He thought the ball was going to go in the end zone.
Everybody did.
Everybody did. The ball just stopped. And the problem with those plays, a lot of times the kickoff team, you get out of your lanes.
Yep.
The kids start watching the ball. There's a huge hole that opened up. Dom uses speed, got a big return. And that's exactly what the ball needed.
So it looked like a negative in the point that it stopped, and then Guarini turned it into a big positive for the Red Devils. 1st and 10 for them at their own 44-yard line. Gabe Lucas under center. Hands the ball to the first man, trying to find some room. It's Cotton across the 45, and some positive yards this time, Mike, for the first time in a while.
And that was a good run by Donovan. Broke a tackle there at the line of scrimmage to pick up. I mean, and that's exactly what Hall needed. Just move the chains a little bit.
Yep.
Try and get 2-3 first downs. You're finally out of your own 20-yard line.
Right.
Punted the last 2 times.
Right. And the first play that went for positive yards in, I think, a couple series now. So a little momentum shift here for the Red Devils on offense. 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard run from Cotton. Lucas under center. Cotton. That is Guarini. And Guarini. Strader, excuse me. Thanks, Nick. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, maybe a loss even.
And that was just an inside trap play there by Hall. Did not go. I mean, you can see the kids from Princeton as we get a pretty good view of those. I mean, they've got some big physical linemen up front.
3rd down and 7, a loss of 1 on the play. Ball back to the Hall 47-yard line. Taking some time in the huddle. As you mentioned, that would be one of the keys to the game, is to take up those 25 seconds that are allotted between plays. Lucas under center, taking his time as well. Mercedes in motion, handoff goes to him. Mercedes trying to find some room on the outside, and Princeton just too quick. What a good defense. 2-yard loss on the play, and Mercedes just can't get to the outside.
And I could hear Princeton's coaches upstairs with the limited amount of fans here. You could hear them yelling that Mac was on the right side, and they were yelling to the left side of Princeton's defense there to be aware that Mac's probably coming to the wide side.
Donovan Cotton back to punt this one away from his own 30 this time. It's a little bit more breathing room, but beware that the Princeton Tigers are still coming after this ball. Low snap, bounces to Cotton, gets off a decent punt regardless. Bounces at the 35-yard line down to the 34, so better results this time for the Hall punting crew.
And they didn't get a first down, but at least they with the Guarini kickoff return kind of changed the field position here.
Yeah, Princeton's not starting this drive
inside their own 50.
Right.
Or inside Hall's 50.
Yep. So they have it at their 35-yard line, leading 28-0. 5:25 left to go here in the first half. Mike Berry, Mike Filippini on the call with you tonight. Nick Hank doing the stats for us. From Richard Nesty Stadium, first time this season. Gibson out of the shotgun for the Princeton Tigers. Hands the ball off on the left side. Lots of running room and a first down as he spins for the first down. It was Logan Glancy.
A name we haven't called yet.
Nope.
Again, Princeton with a lot of weapons. They give the ball to a kid who hasn't run the ball the entire game. Picks up 12 yards.
Much a testament to the kids on this team and especially probably the line as well for the Princeton Tigers. High snap, handoff to Gibson's going to keep it himself. Takes the handoff to Christensen. Gibson out across midfield to the 49-yard line of the Red Devils, gain of 3.
And that was a design play there by Gibson to keep the ball there and did a nice job of almost fell down, was able to keep his balance and still pick up almost 3-4 yards.
Knows the football just over midfield. So technically in Hall territory, not quite to the 49-yard line of the Red Devils. Second down and 7 coming up for the Princeton Tigers. Gibson out of the shotgun, hands the ball off this time to Christensen on the left side. Christensen still on his feet, has the first down yardage and more. Down the sideline, one man to beat. And a good job by Resetich to stay with the play and drive Christensen out of bounds.
I was just going to say, Mac Resetich saved that touchdown there. That's really the first big play running the ball that Princeton's had, and Mac did a nice job of stopping the touchdown.
Christensen with the big run there, gain of 26 yards. First and 10, Princeton from their own 24. Gibson out of the shotgun again, 2 receivers set, split out to the right side. Christensen in motion, throw to the flat, nearly picked off. As Donovan Cotton was right in the right place and kind of saw that thing developing.
That was kind of a strange play by Princeton. Not sure who Gibson was throwing the ball to. You couldn't tell if he overthrew the first receiver or if he was trying to actually go for the second receiver. But Donovan Cotton catches that. That's a pick six.
We've seen that play before, and it's gone to Christensen coming out of the running back position, but not this time. And this time it's going to be a touchdown on Tegan Davis, his third of the game. A direct snap to him.
I didn't see Gibson go out of the game, but we should have noted the problem when Tegan Davis is 2 and Tyler Gibson is 12.
Right.
Probably should have figured something was up when number 2 was in the backfield. That was just a direct snap, and no one touched Tegan Davis.
So Tegan Davis from 18 yards out. And here's the extra point, and it is good from Reinhardt. Brings the score to 35-0. It was actually a 24-yard run for Davis.
And you see, Princeton, not only do they have weapons, Tegan Davis has already made a great catch. I think he's caught 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
He's ran for a touchdown. He's only a sophomore, so he will slide right into that that QB position next year for Princeton. They'll lose the Gibson kid, but they're going to replace him with Tegan Davis.
And again, one of the things you're not being able to see during the game that we saw during the pregame was he's got a heck of an arm. So a world talent that doesn't probably get a lot of attention coming in week to week, because that's going to go to Gibson and Worrells. But right now, I'd say Tegan Davis, the most impressive kid out there for the Princeton Tigers, just a sophomore.
Unfortunately for the Hall Red Devil basketball team, Tegan Davis also
will be around for 2
really
more
good
years.
Basketball player too. We had a hard time guarding him, just like Hall's doing tonight in basketball,
right.
or in football. We didn't have much success in basketball either.
So Princeton Tigers perfect on offense tonight. 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. Reinhardt kicking, another booming kick. Taken by Guarini. Actually, no, that's
looked like Schrader.
It was Schrader. Schrader came out of the gate quickly and got hit quickly as well.
The problem is, too, Dom Guarini plays every play. Probably needed a break. Most teams rest their starters
on special teams. Yep.
Unfortunately for Hall, they don't have a whole lot of subs.
They don't have that luxury.
You got to take one of your big players out on a play that you really need them on a kickoff return.
35-0 Princeton Tigers. 3:55 left to go in the first half. Red Devils with the ball after the kick. First and 10 for them at their own 18-yard line. Lucas out of the shotgun this time. Back to throw. Lots of pressure. Throws it. It's complete. Just gets it off right before he got hit.
It was Otto Fransky.
Fransky with the catch. Thank you.
Hall goes to a new formation there. A little spread formation there with Gabe Akers in the shotgun. Otto Fransky, who's the usual tight end, is now the fullback in this formation.
Cotton comes out of the lineup and Schrader into the game. Second down and a 5-yard gain on that pass play from Lucas to Fransky. In the backfield, Guarini. And looks like Cotton. Mac Resetich lined up in the slot. Hands off the ball off to Guarini. And Guarini out to the 24-yard line, gain of just 1. Will bring up 3rd down and about 4 yards to go.
And a timeout Princeton here with 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 1 second left. But Princeton definitely calling a timeout here. Going to try and pin Hall deep, try and get that lead, get one more.
They want to get to 40.
Possession. It won't run in the first half if they do get it there, but it will as soon as the third quarter starts. So, at 3rd and 4 here, at least that gives Hall a doable 3rd down play, or it's not 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 19 or something like that.
Right.
They can run, one of their outside sweeps with Resetich or Guarini, or they can throw a little pass. At least they got a much more makeable 3rd down.
And Lucas has been successful with some of those rollout passes. That wouldn't be a shock to see that here on 3rd and short.
Well, when this possession started, when they started in the spread formation, I thought they'd just try and run that the rest of the play. So it looks like they're going to line up in a tight formation.
Yeah, they are. Yep. Schrader, Guarini, and Resetich. The skilled position players out there, along with Gabe Lucas, the quarterback, who's now lined up under center once again. Lucas back to throw, looking for that dump pass, rolls to his right, throws it, and it's going to be complete to Resetich for a 1st down.
That kind of backfired on Princeton's thinking there. Gave Hall a time to set up a play there, and a nice play by Gabe to just keep the play alive, and he finds Mac.
So 1st down, Red Devils. Their first down since the opening drive, 2nd of the game. They'll move the chains, 1st and 10. Try to avoid a running clock to start the second half. Ball at the Hall 38-yard line. 2:39 left to go in the first half. Princeton on top, 35-0. Gabe Lucas under center. Back to throw. No, he hands the ball off. It's Cotton. Cotton breaks the tackle. Across the 50, down to the 40. And into Princeton territory all the way down to the 36-yard line. Big gain for the Red Devils. Gain of about 26 yards.
And that's what I like to see at a Hall. They spread, instead of being in a tight formation and trying to get outside, they spread.
Start outside. Yeah.
Spread Princeton out, ran a trap right underneath it, and a nice run by Donovan.
1st and 10, Red Devils from the Princeton 37-yard line. Deepest part of the field the Red Devils have found themselves in so far tonight. Starting tight here again. Resetich lined up in the wing. Schrader and Guarini in the backfield. Handoff to Guarini. Guarini met at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Back to the 38-yard line. They may have said forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see 2nd down and 10 coming up.
But if Hall's done nothing else, maybe they found a little something with the formation here.
Right.
Every time they go to that spread look, they've gotten some positive yardage. And now Hall's going to call it down.
2nd time out of this half. 1:41 left to go in this first half. I don't know that we've taken a mass timeout yet.
I don't know if they counted the one at the corner.
Oh, just counted as both? Maybe it was a...
It's cold enough. I don't think you need
a 3-minute mass timeout.
I don't think you need to have too many mass timeouts.
You got any score updates?
I'm trying like crazy to find a St. Beat score, but I can't find one. Only scores I've got right now is Eastern Pearl City 16, Amboy 13. Peatone is a big on Streeter. It's like 48-13. And Hall plays Rock Ridge the last game of the year, I think. In the second quarter, it's Morrison 8, Rock Ridge 7.
That is a Subway scoreboard update. Brought to you by your Subway in Spring Valley, Peru, LaSalle, Marseilles, and Oglesby. Enjoy a sandwich made with freshly baked bread and fresh ingredients right in front of your eyes. Subway, eat fresh. Oh, Nick's got some score updates for us. Or maybe not.
Eastern Pearl City scored again. It's 24-13 over.
Back to action here. 2nd down and 10 for the Red Devils from the Princeton 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Gabe Lucas. Schrader beside him, back to throw. Lucas looking downfield, throws it towards the sideline, looking for Mac Resetich. It's complete for another 1st down.
Call it out of bounds.
Oh, boy.
Tell you what, though, if you're going to throw a ball up, I would throw it up to number 4.
Yes.
And every ball that's thrown up near Macrosetic, he catches.
Yeah, he did that last week and did it there. Unfortunately, out of bounds. So 3rd down and 10 and another passing situation. Red Devils getting a little more in sync here on this drive. It's Cotton back into the lineup offensively for the Red Devils. Comes in with Gabe Lucas from the sideline. Big play here for the Red Devil offense into the game. Denzel Sobin lined up wide, receiver position. Garini lined up in the slot. Gabe Lucas back to throw. Looking for Rusetish. Now spins, goes to his left, throws it, has a man open, overthrows Garini, who was wide open, but Lucas a tough throw on the run there.
Yeah, that would have been a big play to down Garini there, but Gabe was under pressure, never had time to set his feet.
Throwing across his body too. 4th and 10, but it's going to probably be Red Devils probably going to keep it here and try to go for it. We'll see. Lucas going over to the sideline to get the 4th down play. 4th and 10 for the Red Devils.
I can hear the Princeton coaches yelling, keep him in the pocket. Gabe is doing a nice job of getting out of the pocket. And all the big plays that Hall's had in the passing situation has been when Gabe's scrambling out of the pocket.
1:25 left to go here in the first half of play. Red Devils trying to keep this drive alive. Picked up 2 first downs, looking for a 3rd. 4th down and 10 from the Princeton 37-yard line. Lucas out of the shotgun. Slow snap, and that's going to cost him. As Lucas had to wait for the ball to get to him, and he's tackled at the 45-yard line, a loss of 8.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The snap is what caused the timing of the play. They had Macrosetic split out all by himself out here. That's where the ball was going, and Gabe never even had a chance to throw it.
No, they were back there to get him as soon as he caught that ball. So Princeton will take over on downs. 1st and 10 from them at their own 45-yard line. They've got 1:21 to work with. And as you've mentioned all game, they'd like nothing more than to get this to a 40-point game in a quick second half. As we would have a running clock to start the second half, and they'd have the ball to begin with. Gibson out of the shotgun, as he's done so a lot tonight. Back to throw. No pressure. Plenty of time. Throws a deep ball down the field and overshoots his receiver. Pass was intended for Lucas.
And Hall's going to have to do something there against this. I mean, they're going to have to blitz somebody that there was no pass rush at all there. Tyler Gibson had a long time. He actually had more time than I think he actually realized. If he'd have waited a little bit, I think he
could
have had a better chance to complete that.
He waited a long time, but he had more time to wait, as you mentioned. Flag on this play, and that one goes to the left side. We'll have to see what the penalty is. It's going to be against the Princeton Tigers. The ball was handed off to Logan Galancy. But this will be the first penalty on either side tonight?
Yes.
Is that possible?
Illegal motion.
So first penalty of the game comes at 1:06 left to go in the first half. And this is in favor of the Red Devils here.
I was going to say it'll keep it at second down here, but with Princeton with only 1 timeout, the problem is as soon as they spot this ball, the play clock will start.
Back up to the line of scrimmage. Split out wide to the near side is Cale Davis. And
that penalty should have been. Yeah, I was just going to say that penalty should have been from the line of scrimmage, not from where the play was finished at.
So back to the 40-yard. There we go. Should be. It's still second down and 15, but from further back, another flag. And this one was play wide open, caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but this one's coming back.
It's the same kid in I'm not sure who they're calling it on, but it's the same kid in motion. Number 9, Logan Glancy going in motion.
So we'll keep it at second down.
It's the same referee, the same play, and whatever Princeton's doing. We got to make sure they spot it from the right.
Right. We'll
should be spotted from the 40. This penalty, 5-yard penalty.
And if you're a Princeton Tigers fan listening in on this broadcast, you've seen two really good plays come back because of legal motion. So second down and 20 now. And Princeton going in the wrong direction.
If I was Princeton, I'd run that play from the other side.
Under a minute left to play here in the first half. Nolan Scott into the lineup for the Princeton Tigers. And it looks like Tegan Davis is lined up. It would be the quarterback position. He's going to run it. Davis has some room, and nice tackle, saving a first down as Davis picked up, not a first down, but back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 8 yards will bring up third down and about 12 to go.
That time I was a little more on my game. I caught
yeah, you
Gibson
did.
sub
Yeah.
off the field there.
I sounded smart, but it was actually Mike and Nick that pointed out that Tegan Davis was lined up at quarterback.
When they put Davis back there, I thought they were because he might actually have a stronger arm than Gibson, and I thought they were just going to put him back there and
let him air it out.
Right, let him bomb one out there. But Princeton's out of timeouts now, so you've got to pretty much get this first down to get this. Even if they get a 7-8 yard completion, the clock's just going to keep running. So if you're Hall, just hold them inside of the, don't let them get a first down. You should be able to get out of the half.
But this is where that 2-minute offense that Tigers have run all game could help here. 49 seconds left. Cale Davis will line up wide to the right side. Gibson back in there at quarterback. He'll line up at the shotgun. Shotgun formation. Worrells, the lone setback. Third down and 12 for the Princeton Tigers. Back to throw. Gibson wings it. Has a man open. It's complete to Worrells, and he was down. They didn't mark him down, though. He caught the ball with a knee on the ground as Worrells, and they allow the play to keep going.
Yeah, that's just a wheel route there. Worrells out of the backfield, and Hall had no one to cover him there. And the other problem is who's going to cover a Division I running back running out of the backfield.
First and 10, Princeton Tigers. Ball at the Hall 30-yard line. 39.8 seconds left to go. Gibson throws it complete, out of bounds. Stops the clock with 35 seconds left.
The thing you got to remember about Princeton too, Jamie Reinhardt can kick a field goal here.
Yes,
so
he can.
I would imagine another 5 yards here, probably in Jamie Reinhardt's field goal range.
Matt Lucas with that catch for the Princeton Tigers. Gibson, very relaxed in the pocket. Now scrambles to his right. Breaks one tackle. And down inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18. First down, and they will stop the clock to move the chains.
A little too relaxed back there. I guess Princeton did have another timeout.
Yep, they did. Yeah, the way he's his body language makes it look like from up here that the play's dead, but he's just that relaxed in the pocket. With no pressure coming in.
Yeah, I was going to say, Hall's not getting any pass rush from their front 3 or 4 guys, so they're either going to have to try and blitz somebody. The problem is, they blitz somebody, then you're getting single coverage on one of the Davis brothers or possibly one of the Worrells. So it's, either way there, you don't want to. Not a good option.
And if you just get one man across, Gibson, very good, very skilled on the ground too. So
the thing about that play too is Gibson, if he gets tackled before the first down, like I thought, I didn't think they had any timeouts. Now they don't have any timeouts.
So this is it here.
I mean,
might be able to get a couple plays off.
I'd say they'd probably be able to get one more play off if they're caught inbounds in front of the first down markers.
If they run it, they're going to have to spike it, get up to the line quickly and spike it. So we'll probably see some passes here with 24.3. Gibson Fakes the handoff. No, he's going to hand the ball off. Trying to find some room on the far side. One man to beat. Cuts it back inside is Logan Glancy. And he's tackled inbounds. The clock will continue to run. Princeton trying to hurry up and get back to the line of scrimmage. Down under 10 seconds left to go now. Down to 5. Tigers are going to get this play off. And a flag against the Tigers, a legal motion. It does stop the clock, so they will get one more play here with 2.8.
Does that run the clock out?
On a penalty?
Potentially have a penalty. And if you can, I guess that's a good strategy by Princeton. Yeah, the clock's going to run out.
Back to the line, and they're not going to get this last play off, so the half will end. Princeton Tigers had it second down and 8 on the 18, but they will go into the locker room leading 35-0 over your Hall Red Devils. Take a quick time out here on 99.3 WAJK and come back with some halftime numbers. Nick Hank compiling those for us, and we'll be back with the halftime show here on 99.3 WAJK.
Hunting season? Let me rephrase that. Is it house hunting season? With the experienced home lenders at North Central Bank, it is always house hunting season. You don't have to hunt alone. Zach and Dean are geared up and ready to make the process as smooth as possible. They can help you get pre-approved for high-power negotiating and help you find the perfect home loan product. Find your trophy home and look to North Central Bank to make it happen. Apply online at northcentralbank.com or call Zach or Dean today. North Central Bank in Hennepin and Ladd. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, MMLS number 405315.
It's finally spring, and this spring feels, well, just more springy, doesn't it? Time to get your kids ready for the warm weather. The Milk Mustache in Princeton has expanded. They now have twice the selection and are bursting at the seams with spring and summer children's apparel, from pre-meat through tweens. The Milk Mustache has the area's largest selection of boutique children's apparel and baby gifts, books, crafts, toys, candy, and so much more. Shop online and have your items shipped, or you can pick them up in store. So, Google the Milk Mustache or stop in today. The Milk Mustache on Main Street in Princeton.
Wake up with Brad and Abby and more of your favorite songs. On 99.3 WAJK.
Mike and Mike back here at Richard Nestor Stadium. The Hall Red Devils' second game of the season. They're a tough one here against the Princeton Tigers, which we expected would be a pretty tough matchup for them. They trail this one 35-0 against the Princeton Tigers. Laughing because Mike sat down for the first time tonight on a stool with a big roll of tape on it, which he didn't see. And
luckily, my athletic ability caused me not to fall.
Kind of woke you up there. But Mike, you've got some stats available now from Nick Arena's computer.
And not great stats for Hall, but we'll give them anyway. Macker set at 6 attempted rushes for only 1 yard. Dom Greeny 5 attempts for -5. Donovan Cotton had that big game. He had 2 attempts for 29 yards. Joe Schrader 3 attempts for 4 yards. Gabe Lucas technically ran the ball 5 times. A lot of them were scrambles. For -7 yards. So unfortunately for Hall, they've had literally 22 rushing attempts. They have 22 yards. The passing attempts, Gabe's 3 out of 5 for 25 yards. So that's the one positive as far as the offensive stats go.
In some of those pass attempts, there's more. The effort was there to pass, but they never got a pass off, too. So those are some of those.
Gabe's done a nice job of not getting set, Nick's got him down for 5 passing attempts. I would say probably 5 of those he was under a lot of pressure.
Yes,
so to complete 3 of them is, Gabe's done a pretty good job there.
Right. So our score 35-0. We are in the St. Marcus Health halftime show, and stay on top of your game with help from St. Marcus Health and Dr. Shin. He's the Illinois Valley's only doctor certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. And we'll have the McDonald's Spring Valley second half adjustment when we come back here on 99.3 WAJK.
When a
play breaks down on the football field, you've got the rest of the game to make up for it. When something breaks down at home, you need prompt and professional service. That's why at Town & Country Services, their phones are manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure that your problems and questions with plumbing, heating, and cooling are all taken care of promptly and professionally. Town & Country Services offer free estimates and affordable rates. Their licensed professionals and friendly staff have been a staple in the Illinois Valley since 1919. Give them a call anytime in Tonka at 815-442-3415 or Princeton at 815-872-2200.
A customer recently asked, what exactly is a fake furniture sale? Hi, this is Paul Sherman. Now, not all furniture sales are fake, but when a store marks things up on a Tuesday only to mark it back down the next weekend, that's a gimmick. No one actually pays $1,000 on Tuesday for a sofa that was just $400 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Skip the fake furniture sales and come into Sherman's for low furniture prices Tuesday, Saturday, or any day of the week. Right on.
Stars like Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and the Hall Red Devils play on 99.3 WAJK.
Mike Berry along with Mike Filippini back here at Richard Nessie Stadium, where the Red Devils trail this one 35-0, and as promised, we will have the second half adjustment brought to you by McDonald's in Spring Valley. Tonight's second half adjustment brought to you by McDonald's Spring Valley in the heart of Red Devil Country, proudly located. Probably locally owned and operated. Mike, second half adjustment tonight.
I mean, I like what Paul did. Different formation. With the spread, it had a lot of positive. Donovan Cotton had a big one. They had a couple good passes. So, I mean, that's what I kind of maybe think they might kind of go to. I think maybe Coach Greeny found a little something there with that. Kind of surprised. I think that's something.
Right there. Yeah, anything right now, just to change things up a little bit. And here's some of the things, as you mentioned, that they did see a little bit successful in the first half and try that out. Just looking at some of the other games, game time weather is brought to you by Town & Country Services. Whether it's hot, cold, dark, or light, Town & Country Services is doing whatever it takes 24/7. Go to townandcountryservices.com to find out more. As we mentioned, a little cooler tonight.
The game time weather is when it's 35 nothing. It's a little cooler.
It's a little colder even in the box than it normally. We got the windows open up here, even on a cooler night. Nick Hank has gloves on, for goodness sake. We had we're in spring, but headed towards warmer weather as we think as the weeks go on. And I'm going to tell you something that's probably never been said in the history of a football broadcast. Opening the days of baseball next week.
Usually, we're talking about our Cubs and our Brewers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Cubs losing, not being able to put score a run in the playoffs.
And thank God for me.
Since all my Big Ten teams got knocked out of the NCAA,
that was, I guess the Big Ten was overrated this year, heading into that tournament. I don't think anyone saw that happening. In my brackets, I had them, going pretty far and winning most of the first round and second round games.
A little piece of my heart died with that Iowa-Oregon game, and Oregon just continued to rain 3-point shots on the
and that was their first game of the tournament, right? They got the bye basically with the
they were certainly well rested.
But the games will continue in the NCAA tournament tomorrow. The Ramblers playing tomorrow.
Loyola is good. I mean, that was not a sport for me. That was a complete win. I watched the entire game. There was never a chance when I thought Illinois was going to win. I kept texting Nick that Illinois was going to come back. But just never had a feeling that they were, ever had a chance.
I just kept saying, now's the time if you're going to get back into this game. But yeah, the Ramblers just had control that one from the very beginning. And actually, I watched them on
Friday against Georgia Tech, and I was not impressed. Even though they won that game, I'm like, well, I don't know if it's going to come here. But with their speed and sending two big centers out against their one, but Loyal and team defense. Yeah. That was a field that Illinois could get nothing. Illinois had no chance. But we mentioned baseball there. Outlook for the Cubs going into this season. I think it's better than when it started. Yeah. They seem like they played very out of the park. No. But when they first signed him, they said it was not a real sexy sign. But he's a pretty good baseman. He is. And he can definitely hit righties, and he's going to play, more down defense probably than Schwarber. He's got better out there over the years, but Schwarber out to Washington, playing for the Nationals now. A big change. But yeah, Peterson has always been a pretty good player. We're going to battle. It's going to be a 14 race in that division. Cubs will definitely want to stay in the race though, because with all their contracts coming due at the end of the season, if they can fall out early, they might have the Cardinals are the best team. Yeah. They made a big trade for their bottom. Yeah, and they were probably already the slight favorites, and then signing something like that. I think Fangraphs has them winning 86 games, the Brewers winning 83, and then the Reds and Cubs following. Tight, I mean, it's not, no one's going to run away with it tightly. But that's where we'll be. Well, the White Sox, they think, White Sox fan, losing one of their big bats in the lineup, they're so loaded, they don't even, yeah, they're not even going to miss it. They've got a Andrew Vaughn who's not taking one major league at bat, who's probably going to come in and, I don't know who's going to play left field, but Vaughn, I guess, yeah. So that might increase the pressure to sign him to maybe a 6 or 7 year contract when he's taking it back. The White Sox have done that with a couple years ago with Jimenez and Luis Robert last year. Wouldn't be unprecedented for them to do that. So we'll focus on now. Do that to go 3 years in a row. That's all I know. We'll take another quick time out here on the broadcast here on the St. Margaret's Health halftime show. And when we come back, we'll be right about time to start the second half. Paul will be kicking to Princeton to start the fourth quarter here on 99.3 WAJK. Mike Filipini back here at Richard Nesky Stadium at St. Margaret's Health halftime show. Talk a little baseball, talk a little NCAA basketball. Talk a little bit about this first half, which has seen the Tigers dominate 35-0 is the score. They had the ball 6 possessions and scored on 5 of those, and they were really seconds away from scoring a sixth time. I was going to say, really, the only thing that stopped them was that last possession was 2 straight penalties. Right? Yeah, you're right. Literally the same kid in motion, same play, and then the same point twice, the same person in motion. Outside of that, it would have been 6 for 6. But, Princeton's going to get the ball first there, and they'll focus this entire halftime. Was probably telling the guys, we got to get a quick touchdown and get this clock going. And get some of our starters out of there, protect them, for weeks 3, 4, 5, and I don't know if they have a 6th game on the season or not. But players back out on the field, at least for the Princeton Tigers. One thing I was going to ask, and I don't remember this, maybe did they have the stripes on their helmet last year? Yeah. Okay. I just don't remember. And we were there last year, of course. The first game was the playoff game this year. Right. That was a Saturday, if I remember correctly. That Saturday playoff game. That was a good game. As you mentioned. I don't remember the final score, but it was fairly close. It was like 8-0 up until the fourth quarter or something like that. Yeah, it was a one possession, one touchdown, one score game. Right. Going into the fourth quarter. And I know there's someone listening right now yelling at the radio because they don't remember exactly what the score was and what happened. If we're stumbling around up here trying to remember. But, that was a year and a half ago, Mike. That was a long time ago. That was before we ever knew anything about COVID, social distancing, wearing masks, any of that, washing your hands. I knew a little bit about that. I guess we were supposed to do that all. Nick, oh, there we go. What did Nick win? 16-0 was the final. 16-0. Yeah, so it was that playoff game. That makes sense. It all makes sense. All back on the field, limbering up before this second half starts. I don't care what Nick says. This feels like a long countdown. Yeah, Nick said it was only 15 minutes, but it seems like it's taken forever. We've pretty much, let's just be honest, we've run out of material. We don't have any comedy bits. We talk NCAA basketball, we talk, Major League Baseball, we talk second half adjustments. We're still talking. Yeah, I mentioned the sitting on a roll of tape. We did do Nick stats, though. We did Nick stats, yep. Which, if we just had your stats, that would have been really quick. We had Nick stats this week. I just threw my sheet of paper away from last week, and I remembered I had my 5 stats on there. It was literally 5 stats, wasn't it? Yeah, there was 5 touchdowns. That was it, and that's more than I could have asked for, because you had to carry me through that broadcast. That was a struggle without a scoreboard. Without a scoreboard, I never realized how much doing play-by-play you rely on the scoreboard. And I realized it last week. I've got a couple of local scores. Yeah, they were good. But I was trying to find the St. Bede score. Nick finally found it for me. St. Bede is up 27-0 over Monroeville and North Boone 39, Mendota 7, and Rockridge, Hopper's Rockridge, the last game of the year. At halftime, it's Morrison 16, Rockridge. Okay, but tight one there. Was Rockridge up in that game? And then Morrison? Yeah, it's been back and forth. Okay. Rockridge was up early. Morrison came back in the second quarter. And the LP Cavaliers play their home opener on new turf at Howard Fellow Stadium. And just, when they take that picture with the sunshine, I mean, that looks like a college stadium, yeah. And how will that feel? I mean, if you go to that game tomorrow on a Saturday on that field, it's going to feel like a college atmosphere. Yeah, that you talked about doing it right. That looks great. I mean, that's a great stadium anyway. Right. It's one of the best stadiums. Football stadiums in the state of Illinois. I've always liked Sterling Newman's setup with that turf field. This will now trump that inside that stadium. I just like the way it's built right into that field. Great setup where IVCC used to play years ago. In fact, there used to be a ball game. Oh, really? Little history there. Were you probably too young to go up a championship.
Yeah, I was a small boy.
You were? Okay.
Yeah, my mom and dad used to take me to watch the Anthem winning.
Okay. Well, good start. We made it through, Mike, for a long half. Thank God. The Red Devils will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. Here we go back to action. Hunter Hernandez kicks, which is the first time tonight. Ball taken at the 33-yard line and nearly fumbled away by the Princeton Tigers.
But Princeton did not. The upback there for Princeton didn't really react to that. Hunter just kind of pooped the ball right in the middle there, and Princeton kind of acted like it wasn't a live ball. But I don't know.
35-0 our score. Princeton Tigers on top. All Red Devils on defense to start the second half. First and 10 Princeton from their own 33. Gibson under center. Start the second half. Hands the ball off to Worrells. Worrells hit hard as he crosses the line of scrimmage, but keeps on his feet and picks up about 13 yards for a touchdown on the left side.
And if you're wondering why Rondé Worrells is a division recruit, that run right there got hit hard, probably about the 5 yards in that run, and carried a whole defender for another probably 8 yards.
First and 10, Princeton Tigers. 14-yard run by Worrells. Gibson throws it complete to Lucas. Matt Lucas still going, bounces it out to the outside. Short tackle finally across the 30-yard line of the Red Devils. And the tackle came by Gianni Guarini.
Princeton made the necessary adjustments on the play. That's the play they tried to run 2 times in a row. They had the penalties. They send number 9 Logan Glancy in motion. They finally got that taken care of at halftime.
First and 10, Princeton Tigers from the Hall 29-yard line. Gibson out of the shotgun, rolls to his left, has some receivers. Downfield thrown across his body, incomplete. Tender receiver was Bennett Sayrins. A wide receiver, junior, wide receiver.
A good coverage out there by Gianni Guarini. Gianni Guarini, a freshman.
There's a few freshmen on the roster this year. Guarini, one of those getting minutes here. Second down and 10 for the Tigers. The Hall 29, out of the shotgun, handoff. This time to Christensen. Christensen across the 20-yard line. Picked up of about 8 or 9 yards. Will bring up third down and short. A player down for the Red Devils. Don't like to see that. Looking after last week.
Couldn't see what happened.
Looks like it could be Dominic Guarini. Laying flat on the back, and the Red Devils will go to the sideline as they attend to Dominic Guarini. Just a minute gone by here in the first quarter of play. All lost a couple key positions last week with the Savage brothers, both going out for the same game. And as you mentioned, thin lineup as it is right now.
And you've got Dom's brother Gianni filling in for both the Savage brothers that are injured. And now Dom goes out in the hole.
Right.
You're literally running out of body.
So tending to him.
He's up and sitting up now. It's a lot better.
Good sign.
Yep. Yeah, a lot better than the position he was.
Dom had a great return earlier tonight in the second quarter. He's going to be walking off the field gingerly, but walking off the field is the good thing.
That from what it started with, that looked pretty scary. That was laying on his back and he looked not. I don't know if he got knocked out or what happened. It's good to see him get up and a little foul.
Yep. He's going to sit out for a few plays here for sure, at the very least. He's going to take a seat. Princeton 3rd and 1 from the Hall 20-yard line, leading this one 35-0. Mentioned just a minute gone by here in the second half. Worrells in the backfield along the park. Handoff goes to Worrells. Worrells looking for some room on the right side. engages contact at the line and skips across the 15-yard line down to the 14, a gain of 6. Good tackle there by Jose Castro. Promptly blocked off and a nice tackle. Castro, one of the few linemen coming back from last year for the Hall Red Devils. Princeton 10, Princeton from the Hall 14. Handoff this time to Christensen, using his speed to get to the outside, has one man to beat. Schrader takes him down before he can get to the end zone. Nice open field tackle by Schrader. They came up in that safety position. It looked like Christensen was going to score there. Yeah, Schrader looked like nice open field tackle. Christensen and Harp in the backfield this time. Lancey in the slot position. Handoff goes to Christensen, this time on the right side. He's going to get in the end zone. Great job by the Princeton front five. And the Tigers break that 40-point area, 41-0. We'll have a running clock the rest of this game. Just a minute 24 gone by here in the third quarter. And you know, you knew that was the focus there for Princeton last time. To get a score as quick as possible. Reinhardt for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 42. Princeton. Hall still trying to get on the scoreboard tonight. And you got to think too, Princeton coming back out on offense. Probably gonna lose that hurry up offense. Right. Well, they will slow things down, and maybe you see a lot of substitutions as well throughout the rest of this game. Red Devils getting some instruction on the sideline. Mike searching for some more score updates. Got an Ottawa Marquette score. Hey. Ottawa Marquette leads Stark County 22-8. Thanks to Charlie Auerbach's tweet. Thanks, Charlie. Good to be connected on a football broadcast. Makrosedic, the deep man for the Red Devils, back to with him, replacing Guarini. Looks like Gianni Guarini. Princeton set to kick this one, left to right. We'll have a little crowd noise. A little bit that we have. Less fans now than what started the game. The cold and the score probably sending some fans home. That one goes to the 35-yard line. That's where the Red Devils will start their first drive of the second half. And, again, another problem for Hall. You have to keep bringing up Don Guarini getting injured. You know, that just gives you, you're that. Yep. You know, like right now you can see Hall doesn't have anybody to run and play, and so Gabe Lucas is going to come over to Coach Guarini and play himself and bring it in. Red Devils will start this drive at their own 37-yard line. Princeton back on defense here. Guarini, the younger Guarini, lined up outside as a wide receiver. Lucas, slow snap, and he takes it, and he's trying to find anything. Gets across the 35, back to the line of scrimmage, or close to the line of scrimmage. That's what we talked about at halftime, the Hall coming out in that stretch formation. Yep. I think they found a little something where they think they can use the ball, and it's good to see them come out and try. I mean, obviously this game is over, but you got to work on next week. Yep. Now, exactly. Yep. You know, the score of this game is not going to matter much, but if you can find something positive for next week. Princeton Guarini will line up with receivers on the left side. Schrader in the backfield as the lone running back. No receiver set. Throws it. Princeton has it. Trying to find some running room after the catch. He's running backwards. Now steps up and it's actually going to lose yards after the catch. They finally got a short little pass to Mack, and Mack tried to make something happen there. Ran all the way across the field. And a good job by Princeton just to not over-pursue. It's actually going to be a loss of one on the reception for Makrosedic. Cotton into the game. Schrader will come out. Resetich on the left side again for a receiver set. Cotton in the backfield. Lucas out of the shotgun. Throws a deep ball looking for Resetich, and it's incomplete. Resetich had to turn around a little bit. Batted the ball up in the air, and it falls to the ground incomplete, but looked like a nice developing play.
And if you throw it next year, Matt, he's made a great,
made a great effort on that.
Made a great catch.
4th and 11, the Red Devils are going to be forced to punt here. Cotton lining up inside his own 25-yard line. Back to receive for the Princeton Tigers, Matt Lucas. And it looks like Harp as well. Short punt. And it was tipped a little bit as he kicked that one. Goes out of bounds at midfield. So Princeton going to have really good field position here.
But if you want to know Hall's lack of depth problem there, Hall brings their punt team on. One guy came off the field and one kid went on. I mean, they just, most times, if you saw Princeton punt, you'd probably see 8 or 9 substitutions. Right. With Hall, Ryland Purple literally came off. Hunter Meager, the long snapper, came on. That's the only sub we saw.
Gibson hands the ball off to Worrells. Worrells fighting through traffic. Across the 40 to the 38-yard line of the Hall Red Devils. 12-yard run for Worrells.
And the problem right here is, Princeton being up 42-0. They still want to get their starters some action early in the season.
Right. Gibson under center this time, hands the ball off to Christensen. Christensen with the seam on the left side. Gets close to another first down for the Tigers across the 30-yard line down to the Hall 28, down to 27. And it is enough for a first down. 10-yard run for Christensen. Had a pretty good game quietly. 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. 42-0 Princeton Tigers. Gibson hands the ball off to Glancy this time across the 20. Down to the 18, a gain of about another 9 yards.
And with Princeton with the hurry of offense, that might just be how they play too. We kind of talked about how we thought they'd come out in the second half and use some more time, but that might be just the way they play.
They don't have a second speed here. Rose in the backfield, handoff goes to Harp. Harp fighting through traffic on the left side, breaking tackles, carrying the pile now. Inside the 5-yard line. What a run by Harp.
And, it just shows you what good Princeton is when, they've got, they're not to their backups yet, but when your fullback run like that, then you have a division with tailback. That's, there's a lot of plays on your coach's offensive sheet that work.
Rolls in Harp in the backfield. Handoff goes to Harp. Harp's going to get in for the score. His first touchdown tonight. 48-0 now. As Princeton extends their lead another 6 points with the extra point attempt coming up. The clock will stop here.
The only time the clock stops is, I don't really know why.
Yeah,
or an extra.
Reinhardt will come on to kick.
They wait the snap. There it is. Kick is up. And it's good. 49-0. 7 touchdowns for the Princeton Tigers so far in this game. 4:50 left to go in the third quarter. Running clock the rest of the way. The silver lining here for the Hall Red Devils is they get to try different things on offense because they're forced into it, trying to get something done offensively.
When the defense comes off the field here, I'm trying to count and see how many subs go back on to the, if it's actual starters that go back out, but there's not, like we talked about, there's just not a whole lot of subs that they can even put in on a kickoff return. I can see right now you got 2 starting offensive linemen. You got Mack, who I think has played every single play in the game.
Yeah. Yep.
Donovan Cotton's out there. It's Jose Castro's out there. There's another starter
guys
that never comes off the field.
I believe there's about 23 guys eligible to play tonight for the Red Devils, if you're just counting and subtracting the injuries. And that might be a little off as well. But a lot of young, you got a lot of freshmen and sophomores on this team right now too. So on to kick. Left to right. On your screen or on your radio. Princeton Tigers. Here's the kick. End over end. Angled right into the arms of Guarini. Goes out to the 20-yard line and steps backward or somersaults across the 20. Clock will continue to run even now.
And
we see three players come off the field there.
That's what I mean. And you're finally starting to see some fresh, clean unis on Princeton's defense. That last possession, they still had their starting defense out there. Now they've got some subs.
Clock will be wound down to 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Gabe Lucas, quarterback for the Hall Red Devils, out of the shotgun. 4 receivers set, spread formation. Looking to the right side, throws it deep, looking for Rusetich, and picked off this time. As Cale Davis catches the interception for the Princeton Tigers. First turnover of the game for either school tonight.
And that Princeton, they're just playing kind of a deep zone. They're kind of, once Hall comes out in that spread, they pretty much know they're going to throw the ball there. I mean, the ball was a little bit underthrown, but Cale Davis was right there for the interception.
And they're starting to blanket Rusetich a little more heavily on pass plays too.
I can hear the coaches from Princeton calling out where Mac
is.
So, they know where the ball's going.
First and 10, Princeton Tigers leading this one 49-0. Ball lined up at the Hall 36-yard line. Down to 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Gibson hands the ball off to Christensen. Nope, it's not Christensen. That's Glancy. Glancy with a nice run. Coming towards the near sideline, across the 30-yard line, all the way down to the Hall 27, just shy of a first down, 1 yard shy. Second down and 1 coming up.
You're kind of surprised if you saw Rondé Worrell's back.
I think they're going to preserve him for following weeks. As you mentioned, a Division I running back going to NIU next year.
Actually committed to Air Force first, right?
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, and then he
re-upped.
Decommitted and decided to go to Northern.
I think there's only been one other Division I running back I've seen in the years of doing broadcast. I'll get to that in a second. There's a handoff to a player we have not called yet. That's Carson Etheridge across the 20-yard line. A gain of about 8 on that run. But I think the only other Division I running back I saw tonight was filling in on 96.5 The Wolf one Friday night. Got to see Michael Hermosillo for the Ottawa Pirates. Was a Division I recruit, but ended up not going to Illinois to play football.
Now a Cub farmhand.
He is, yep. Signed with their...
Was with the didn't he get drafted by the
Angels? Yep, and he's seen some major league action. But yeah, now in the Cubs farm system. First and 10, Princeton Tigers. Gibson. Understand? Actually, not Gibson. That was Tegan Davis at quarterback. You might see a lot of him under center the rest of this game. 4-yard gain on the left side on that run. There's a couple substitutions come in now on the offensive line for the Hall Red Devils. We'll give those names for you. Looks like Noah Delphi and Marshall Smullinger into the game for the Red Devils. Under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Second down and 6 coming up for the Princeton Tigers.
Princeton now finally taking every second of that 25-second play clock.
Basically got a new offense in there. Your positions moved around a little bit. Tegan Davis under center. Hands the ball off again. This time it's Carson Etheridge takes it to the far side of the football field, down inside the 10-yard line. Not enough for a first down. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. 49-0 Princeton Tigers. Hall Red Devils back on defense when we start the fourth quarter here on 99.3 WAJK.
Bill Walsh Automotive, a proud sponsor of tonight's Drive of the Game. While a great drive's important in football, Bill Walsh knows what you drive is crucial to your home team. From work and school to the big game, you need a dependable ride that will get you and your team where they need to be safely, on time, in comfort and style. Find your perfect drive right now at BillWalsh.com. And keep listening for tonight's Drive of the Game. It's brought to you by Bill Walsh Automotive and BillWalsh.com, where you can find your next drive without doing any driving at all.
Hey folks, Amy here. Spring is in the air at Premier Orthodontics, and right now is an excellent time for you to hop on into our office for your free consultation and let one of our board-certified orthodontists give you that beautiful and confident smile you've always wanted. There has never been a better time to put all of your eggs in one basket. Have your peeps call my peeps at one of our 2 convenient locations or find us on the web at premierorthodontics.net. That's premierorthodontics.net.
Wake up with Brad and Abby.
Gets the day going, gives you updates on all the news and everything else going on. Very fun and upbeat.
99.3 WAJK.
Like that here at Richard Nixon Stadium. We'll start the fourth quarter of play. The Hall Red Devils on defense here. They're back to get the ball here. Third down and 1 for the Princeton Tigers. From the Hall 9-yard line. Princeton leading 49-0 in this game. We're a number 1 ranked team in Class 3A. Would have been a state contender this year. Hand off and a big run up the middle for Etheridge. We've seen a lot of action. He gets across the 5. He's got a fumble. And looks like the Red Devils have recovered. Matt Percentage with the fumble recovery for the Hall Red Devils. Good stuff, Matt. Would have got the ball out. The ball should have been a bit pile up. Matt Percentage on the ball or took the ball away. But a nice break. Now each team has turned the ball over once on consecutive possessions here. The interception by the Princeton Tigers, now the fumble by the Hall Red Devils, recovered by the Hall defense. First and 10 for them at their own 9-yard line. That's the bad news. In the score, 49-0 Princeton. Trader in the game, in the backfield. Looks like we got a new quarterback for the Hall Red Devils in there. Going to the flats, complete to Percentage. Enough for a first down and more. Percentage out to the races. One man to beat, closing in on him. Percentage down the sideline, tackled from behind, hangs onto the ball. Biggest play of the game and biggest play of the season for the Red Devils on offense. That's Hunter Meeker, the sophomore quarterback. The backfield there, a nice play by Mac. It was a good throw, too. It was, sophomore quarterback. Giving Gabe Lucas a rest this game. And a great run by Matt Percentage after the catch. First and 10 Red Devils. Deepest part of the field they've been all night at the 16-yard line of the Princeton Tigers. Rieger in at quarterback. 3 men in the backfield. Percentage one of those, along with Carini. Hands the ball off. Couldn't quite see who it was. Later? Okay. It was, no. That would be Adolfonsky. Trader in there now. As Cotton comes out. And Hunter Hernandez comes out of the game as well. Fourth quarter here. Second down and 6 for the Red Devils from the 12-yard line. A gain of 2. Eager under center for the Red Devils. count, hands the ball off to Schrader. Schrader hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down and 6 coming up. And that's a play to have successful with Cotton with that big game. But the problem is Donald Cotton and Joe Schrader are the only two that can run plays in it. So Donald's only in it with a foot. Cotton back in there now. Started to line up in the slot. Rainey and Cotton in the backfield. Meager under center. Sophomore quarterback. First drive for him. He fumbles the snap, falls on it. They may have picked up a yard on the fumble. Going to bring up 4th down, though, for the Red Devils.
That was going to be a pass play there. You could, that was going to be a pass play. You could tell the way the 300 they were going out. And all going to attempt it.
There we go. Hunter Hernandez on there to kick. Trying just to get on the scoreboard, which would be satisfying here tonight for the Red Devils. To drop that goose egg off the scoreboard. There's a snap. Fumbles the snap. Hunter Hernandez kicks it anyway, and it's good. Unorthodox approach as the fumble was snapped. Hunter Hernandez kept his eye on the ball, and I think great job of the snapper to just get that ball. It was Gabe Lucas.
It was a bad snap, and it didn't look like he even got the ball down from right here, but Hunter Hernandez had no problem kicking it.
Almost like he was kicking a soccer ball.
That would have been good from 10 more yards.
So great job by Hernandez, great job by Lucas to get that snap in position for Hernandez to kick it. It might be. Yeah. Oh, he has the stats that he's going to look up to prove. That'd be a little embarrassing since we've done games for like 8 seasons now together. It would have happened last year. We know probably it's been 7 or 8 close.
Oh, Nick says he had one.
There we go. So in week 2 of this season, we've already matched last year's total. Hernandez kicked that one last year? Yep. All right. 49-3. After the field goal by Hernandez.
$7:51 left to go in this game. Still fans here. Hernandez on to kick here. Left to right on your radio dial. There it is, a pooch kick. Fielded nicely at the 44-yard line of Princeton. And so Princeton back on offense. So we're seeing more and more subs on both sides of the ball.
Thought Makrosevich was going to catch that pooch kick, but it just went a little bit too far out of his reach.
Princeton back on offense. The only time they have not scored on a drive tonight was the fumble on the last drive and the drive that ended the first half. Otherwise, it's been lights out.
I've not seen Princeton's punter. I would assume it's Jamie Reinhardt.
Yeah, we don't know.
He's their field goal kicker. Princeton only has 10 guys on the field.
And they're going to take some time for their 11th guy to get on the field. Tegan Davis still in at quarterback, subbing in for Tyler Gibson, who his night's over. Handoff up the middle and a nice run by Bennett Sierens, junior running back in the game now for the Tigers. 8-yard gain makes it second down and 2. Ball inside Hall territory after that run. Tegan Davis back up to the line of scrimmage. Tegan Davis 3 touchdowns tonight. 2 receiving, 1 running.
And one running.
Nice run by Etheridge on the right side, picking up another first down and big yardage again for the Princeton Tigers.
And you see, like we talked about before, you're not gonna see Princeton's not gonna drop off a whole lot. I mean, they're gonna miss Gibson and Worrells and players like that. A lot of their linemen are seniors, but their skill position players are.
That scares me
good.
because we keep. They're not letting up, and now we're down to sophomores that are running the ball and making things happen. Etheridge is sophomore. Davis, the quarterback, now a sophomore. First and 10, Princeton from the 39 of the Red Devils. Leading 49-3. 5:20 left to go in this game. Davis a long count, slowing things down here, the Tigers offense. Handoff goes to Etheridge, and a great tackle in the backfield by the Red Devils. Joseph Bassador, is that who it was?
Joseph Bassador, a freshman.
Here we go. Bassador out of the linebacker position for the Red Devils in there.
So this is about as close to a fresh soft game as you're going to get here right now.
For this year, yep.
A lot of sophomores out there for Princeton, and a lot of freshmen and sophomores out there for Hall.
Coming into the game now, Morgan DeBeck for the Red Devils. Seeing some action on defense. Tegan Davis, long snap count again. Hands the ball off to Christensen. Christensen fumbles the ball, and Hall's going to have it. Second possession in a row. The Red Devils take over after a turnover. Hunter Meager, who's been in at quarterback the last drive, recovers the fumble.
There was a big hit there by one of the smallest guys on Hall's roster. DeAnthony Witherspoon caused that fumble. Really nice hit.
Great job. So Hall is winning the turnover battle tonight, 2-1. Second fumble and consecutive drives recovered by the Red Devils. 3:50 left to go in the game. Red Devils got on the scoreboard on their last drive and a field goal by Hunter Hernandez. 4 receivers set. Meager in at quarterback again, and a timeout. And I think Princeton called the timeout. We'll take one here as well here on 99.3 WAJK. Princeton leading 49-3. 3:35 left to go in the game here on WAJK.
Dutch Boy's new Platinum Plus paint with stain shield technology has the performance you expect from a luxury paint at a price you didn't. Platinum Plus is up to 50% more washable and stain resistant than a leading premium paint in satin sheen. Superiority ranges from 24 to 50% depending on sheen selected. Platinum Plus keeps your walls looking new longer. Menards and Dutch Boy paint have you covered. Go ahead, live your life.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Savings or mail-in rebate. See store for details.
Hey, Red Devil fans, your Spring Valley McDonald's invites you to cool off after the game with a slushie. Choose Fanta Wild Cherry, Fanta Blue Raspberry, or frozen Coca-Cola. Drive through your Spring Valley McDonald's to try one today. If someone you know is looking for a job, have them stop by too at your Spring Valley McDonald's. McDonald's in the Valley has both full and part-time positions available. Apply in person across from Hall High School in Spring Valley or online at mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer.
You're listening to Hall Red Devil Football on 99.3 WHAK.
Mike and Mike back at Richard Nesty Stadium. And a long pass by Meager goes incomplete. Intended receiver was Rusetich, Mac Rusetich, and Red Devils come up empty-handed. Second down and 10 coming up. 49-3 if you're just joining us. The Princeton Tigers, state-ranked, up big in this one with 3 minutes left to go.
Very deserving of the state ranking tonight. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They've got really solid defense. They got it all.
Red Devils on offense. Schrader in the backfield. 4 receivers set. And a whistle.
All had 12 guys on the field.
And a timeout by the Red Devils. That'll stop the clock.
I'm not very good at counting, but I saw Hall came out in an empty formation with 5 wide receivers and had a guy in the backfield. One too many guys.
As a timeout on the field, we'll take another timeout here in the broadcast here at 99.3 WAJK.
Build it once, build it right, Maze Lumber. Build it once, build it right, Maze Lumber.
Hey folks, Dave at Maze Lumber here to remind you, after another long and grueling winter, now is the time to set up that backyard oasis. Maze Lumber has the material and knowledge to help you along the way. From treated lumber to Trex decking and even a full line of Penafin stains. Visit Maze Lumber today along Peru's historic riverfront or check us out online at mazelumber.com.
Spring Valley City Bank understands technology has its place. That's why they offer the convenience of mobile banking, including mobile check deposit. But Spring Valley City Bank also knows there are some things technology will never replace, namely the friendly faces of your friends and neighbors. If you're looking for a new bank with old school values, look to Spring Valley City Bank in Spring Valley, and now on Marquette Road in Peru, too.
Do business with your friends and neighbors. Spring Valley City Bank.
You're listening to High School Football on 99.3 WAJK.
Mike and Mike back here at Richard Nesty Stadium. Red Devils with the ball on offense. Third down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes left to go in this game. It's been all Princeton Tigers tonight, as somewhat expect coming into this one. Princeton Tigers, one of the best teams in the state for smaller schools, leading this one 49-3. Hunter Meager in at quarterback, out of the shotgun, back to throw. Throws to the side. It's complete. And it's Donovan Cotton with the catch as he gets pushed out of bounds just outside the 40-yard line. Going to be short of a first down, but fourth down. See what the Hall Red Devils do, as they might be. Look, they might keep going for it here.
But like I said, I guarantee you're going to probably see a lot more of this formation next week. They didn't run the spread formation at all against St. Bede's last week.
It looks good.
I was going to say, this has gotten them a lot of positive yardage with this formation.
Saw Coach Tiemann, at least a couple years, start off with the wing tee and end up going with a more spread formation, and it was successful for him. Hand off to Schrader, and Schrader's not going to get the first down. Gets out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 1, and Princeton will take over on downs here. With under a minute left to go, they might have to run one play. That should be about it.
The referees were nice. They would spot this under 25 seconds and not even have to run them.
It's going to get close. Haven't spotted it yet. Down to 33 seconds. Well, Mike,
the referees were nice.
They were nice. That's about gonna do it. As the Princeton Tigers are going to go to 2-0 on the season with a 49-3 victory over the Hall Red Devils, who will be back here next week on Saturday against the Bureau Valley Storm. We'll take a quick time out as we head to the post-game show here on 99.3 WAJK and come back with some final game stats here on the air. 49-3 the final here from Richard Nesty Stadium. We'll be back in a moment here on 99.3 WAJK.
Want good news? It's time for some. Bill Walsh Honda in Ottawa is celebrating the new year with the Honda 0% sales event. For the first time in history, Honda is offering 0% interest for 60 months. Yes, you pay no interest for 5 whole years on the all-new 2021 Pilot Special Edition, one of the hottest and safest mid-SUVs in the market, the 2020 CR-V, and even the sporty, spacious 2020 HR-V. Even get 0% for 48 months on the 2021 CR-V and 2021 Passport. Our inventory has never been bigger, with nearly 150 new Hondas in stock ready for immediate delivery, plus a